Well, tracking your every move at work, we've told you about a Wisconsin company offering its employees microchip implants, but we want to know, could it ever happen here in Arizona? So Adam Boyd is an attorney at Radix Law. He joins us this morning. This is kind of the stuff of science fiction, maybe like Minority Report or something that we thought about in the past. It's happening now.
It is.
What gives?
It's here in America. It's actually been in Europe for quite a while, and it's only just coming over here.
Wisconsin's the first place. It's a company called 3 Market Square. What are they doing here?
It's a vending machine company. I mean, they do work in tech a little bit. They do have some computer software programs. And they have a really forward-thinking CEO who thought, hey, maybe it'll be more convenient for our guys to use the key card readers to access their computers, to eat at the vending machines here with an RFID chip.
So you have a chip in your hand. Wave the hand, I'm assuming, close to different locations. Like you said, you can pay for things. But what about, like, tracking? They're saying, listen, your privacy concerns, we get it, but we're not going to track you.
There's no GPS device in the chip.
So they're not following you as you go home and you go to work?
No, they are following you where you go in the building, though.
Yeah.
And identifying trends, identifying if you're taking too long of a break. It'll cut down on people potentially buddy punching, which is the term used for, say, I go home early, but
right.
You punch me out at 6, so I pretend I was there a full day. It hasn't gotten to the point yet where I'm tracking you from home, where you go on the weekends, what you do in your free time. But that is a privacy concern that states will probably have to address if this becomes more widespread.
Speaking of widespread in other states, what about Arizona? What would we need to know here if it were to come here, or if a company wanted to implement that here?
Well, Mayor Stanton in Phoenix actually has begun a huge push for more tech companies here, so it could become a possibility. California already addressed the issue due to their large amount of tech companies by passing legislation that says you cannot coerce, require, or even incentivize employees to install a subcutaneous device like a microchip. And so none of the companies have really tried it. I think here, if a company did propose it, that's when we'd hear rumblings of maybe some proposed legislation to protect privacy. But right now, it's all up in the air.
And everything, as you said, is advanced. Logically, sometimes they say, as goes California, so goes the rest of the country. But their legislation kind of laying the groundwork legally for places to not really encourage you to microchip yourself then, right?
Exactly. And it's similar to the trend a few years ago when certain companies in the United States were trying to require employees to give them their Facebook logins and passwords. Yeah. And the states where those companies are based said, whoa, whoa, this is an invasion of privacy. Your employees are not your children. You don't get unfettered access to their private lives. Here's some legislation to curb that. And I think we'd see something similar.
As a dad, I give my kids technology in order to track them. So I can do that. Your boss cannot. All right, Adam Boyd, thank you so much. Again, microchipping, it's happening elsewhere. We could see it here in Arizona. We'll stay on top of it right here at ABC 15.